Okay, hello, this is Sir Riel, and in this video, I am going to discuss the Republic Act 1425, or commonly known as the Rizal Law. So to start this discussion, for your intended learning objectives, after the completion of the chapter, students will be able to, number one, we have explained the history of Rizal Law and its important provisions. Next, we have critically assessed the effectiveness of the Rizal course. So for our introduction, are they familiar to you? First, we have Makaraig. Familiar ba siya? How about Maria Clara? Narinig na ba yung kanyang name sa isang kwento? How about Simon? Anong alam mo kay Simon? How about Padre Camora? Kilala ba siya? Next, we have Benzaib. How about Placido Penitente? Are they familiar to you? Okay, look at Isagani. Kilala ba siya? Narinig na ba siya sa isang story? Napanood na ba siya? How about Julie? Are they familiar to you? Next, we have Don Custodio. Kilala ba siya? How about Basilio? Anong alam natin kay Basilio? How about Juanito Pelaez and Paulita Gomez? Are they familiar to you? Next, how about them? Crisostomo Ibarra. How about Maria Clara? We have Kapitan Tiago. How about Sisa? Do you know who is Sisa? How about Piloso Potasio and Padre Damaso? Are they familiar to you? So, kung mapapansin natin, they are quite familiar sa atin kasi nababanggit na siya during the elementary days and even sa secondary level. Ano? Because of the two famous novels ni Dr. Jose Rizal na Noli Me Tangere and El Filibusterismo. Okay. So it seems like na everyone is quite familiar na with this one, with these characters. And kung mapapansin natin, siya ay pinag-aaralan, nababanggit during the elementary and secondary level. And kung maaalala nyo, minsan I don't know kung naabutan nyo siya, nagbabayad pa tayo para makanood ng theater kung saan ina-act yung kwento ng Noli Me Tangere and El Filibusterismo na sinasamahan ng awit, ng musika. Also, may mga costumes para mas maging entertaining. Ano? I don't know if naka-attend kayo sa ganitong teatro. Okay. So, let us proceed with this one. Points of discussion. Ito yung pag-aaralan natin in this video. We have number one, common misconception why we need to study the life and works of Jose Rizal. Next, we will going to talk about the Rizal Law or Republic Act 1425 and reasons why we need to study Rizal. Okay, so here are 5 common misconceptions on why we need to study the life and works of Jose Rizal. Number 1, to know the story behind his real name. Ito ba talaga yung reason bakit kailangan nating pag-aralan ang buhay at takda ni Rizal? Kung mapapansin natin, nung elementary and even secondary level, pinapasaulado sa atin yung mahabang pangalan niya. And at some point, meron pa rin controversy kung bakit ganun ang surname niya, bakit ganun ang pangalan niya. Ito nga ba yung dahilan? Next, to be familiar with Rizal's love and interest or love interest. Ito ba yung dahilan? Bakit kailangan pag-aralan? Kasi may issue na si Rizal daw ay babaero. Marami daw naging babae si Rizal. So, ano bang kinalaman ng pagiging babaero ng mga Pilipino Idol ba nila si Rizal? Kaya kailangan natin siyang pag-aralan? Next, to answer the question about several issues about his life, kasi may mga babasahin at may mga taong nagsasabi na si Rizal daw, yung kanyang gender identity ay si Rizal daw ay isang metrosexual or pwede nating sabihin as pornosexual. So meaning to say, it is a young, urban, heterosexual male with liberal political views, an interest in fashion, and a refined sense of taste pag sinabi nating metrosexual. Next, to perceive if he is an apologist to the Spaniards. So may mga babasahin din na nagsasabi na maraming babasahin na nagsasabi na si Rizal daw ay isang ilustrador. Kumbaga siya ay traidor, no? At siya daw ay pumapanig sa mga Espanyol. And last, to see if he really deserves to be our national hero. Ito ba yung reason bakit kailangan natin siyang pag-aralan? I just want to remind everyone na wala pa tayong national hero as of the moment. Wala pang declaration ng national hero, wala tayong national hero. Maliwanag? Although, namulat tayo during the elementary days and even the secondary level na si Rizal daw ang national hero. Pero wala pang declaration. Pero si Rizal and Bonifacio, sila ay isa lamang sa mga naka-line up na dapat na maging national hero ng bansang Pilipinas. Pero sa aking research, si Rizal yun nangunguna. Pero marami pa rin ang tumutuligsa kung bakit siya ang dapat na maging national hero. Okay, now let us proceed to discuss the Republic Act 1425, or commonly known as the Rizal Law. So what is Rizal Law? So it is basically about the obligation of all schools in the Philippines to teach the life and works of Jose Rizal. Okay? Isama daw natin ito sa curriculum. May obligation daw ang lahat ng schools, whether it is private or public, kailangan ma-include ang subject na Rizal. So the main proponent of the Rizal Bill was Senator Claro M. Recto. So he also considered as the father of the Rizal Law. Senator Jose P. Laurel sponsored the bill in the Senate. The bill was eventually signed by President Ramon Magsaysay on June 12, 1956. Paki-take note po ng mga important na informations na ito about the Republic Act 1425. So, nung siya ay bill pa lang, tinatawag siyang, okay, wait for a while, sulat natin siya. Paki-take note nyo ito, okay? Nung siya ay bill pa lang, tinatawag siyang Senate Bill. We have, okay, Senate Bill 438. Paki-take note. Or commonly known as the Rizal Bill. And then nung siya ay na-signed na ng ating President Ramon Magsaysay on June 12, 1956, naging batas na talaga siya. We have the Republic Act 1425. Again, it is the obligation of all schools in the Philippines to teach the subject Rizal. So just to give you a brief background ng law na ito, it is one of the most controversial law. Marami ang against dito sa law na to. First, kasi maraming tao ang nagsasabi, bakit kailangan siyang ituro? Paano nga ba nating maia-apply ang Rizal sa buhay natin and also sa trabaho? And aside from that, I just want to mention this names na nag-oppose, mga senators na nag-oppose sa law na ito. We have Senator Francisco Rodrigo, Senator Mariano Cuenco, and Senator Decoroso Rosales. Pero malaking controversy ang Rizal's Law para sa Catholic Church. Why? So, na-involve talaga ng malaking part ang Catholic Church. They are against sa law na ito because of the two novels, yung Noli Me Tangere and El Filibusterismo. Kasi yung two novels na yon ay ikinikwento niya yung lahat ng mga nangyari during the Rizal's time. Whereas, andito yung pambabatikos ni Rizal tungkol sa mga friars, yung mga pare, yung pang-aabuso nila sa mga Indio o mga Pilipino, and na naging malaking part talaga ang mga pare nung time na yon sa system na meron ng Pilipinas, at natatakot sila na kapag ito daw ay napag-aralan ng mga estudyante, may possibility na yung prinsipyo or yung belief na meron yung mga bata with the regards dun sa church, dun sa Catholic Church, ay magbago, magkaroon ng conflict. So kaya naging malaking controversy ito para sa lahat. Knowing na napakalaking population ng Katolisismo sa bansang Pilipinas. Okay? And aside from that, kung mapapansin natin, more than 60 years na din siyang itinuturo. Matagal na siya sa curriculum natin. Ano? If you will ask me if bumagsak ka rito or sabihin na natin as hindi mo siya tinake, makakagraduate ka ba ng college? Definitely no, because the life and works of Jose Rizal is mandated by the law. Okay? So again, ano lang tayo? Short recap lang tayo. Nung una, pinopose siya, tinawag siyang Senate Bill 438 or the Rizal Bill. And then, ang nag-propose sa kanya ay si Senator Claro M. Recto or the father of Rizal's Law. Nung naging batas na siya, pinirma na siya ni President Ramon Magsaysay on June 12, 1956. Naging the Republic Act 1425 na siya or the Rizal Law. At ang ibig sabihin nito ay obligation ng lahat ng schools, universities sa Pilipinas na ituro ang the life and works of Jose Rizal. Okay, now let us proceed with this one. So, ito yung sinasabi sa the Republic Act 1425 for Section 1, courses on the life, works, and writings of Jose Rizal, particularly his novel Noli Me Tangere and El Filibusterismo, shall be included in the curricula of all schools, colleges, and universities, public or private. So basically, it talks about the requirements of the students na kailangan nyo daw i-take ang course na ito. Kailangang pag-aralan, especially the two novels, Noli Me Tangere and El Filibusterismo. Next, Section 2. It shall be obligatory on all schools, colleges, and universities to keep in their libraries an adequate number of copies of the original and expurgated editions of the Noli Me Tangere and El Filibusterismo, as well as of Rizal's other works and biography. Kung yung Section 1, yung requirement ng students na mag-take ng course na The Life and Works of Jose Rizal, in Section number 2 naman, it talks about the requirements for the schools or universities na magkaroon ng ganitong curriculum. And aside from that, isinasaad din na dapat daw ay may kopya ng mga books ni Dr. Jose Rizal. May right amount ng copies ng books and especially dapat ay original yung copy. Next. For Section 3, the Board of National Education shall cause the translation of the Noli Me Tangere and El Filibusterismo, as well as other writings of Jose Rizal into English, Tagalog, and the principal Philippine dialect. So it has something to do with translation and publication ng the life and works of Jose Rizal. So in short, kailangan daw magkaroon ng translation uh, if Tagalog, nakakaintindi ka, kung mas maiintindihan mo siya ng Tagalog, i-translate siya. Kung English, kung mas preferred mo ang English, then English dapat yung translation. Or even Bisaya, as long as maiintindihan ng mga Pilipino. Next. Section 4, nothing in this act shall be construed as amendment or repealing Section 927 of the Administrative Code, prohibiting the discussion of religious doctrines by public school teachers and other person engaged in any public school. So to make it short, of course, once meron tayong kanya-kanyang belief, am I right? Pero kapag ikaw yung humawak ng Rizal, kapag ikaw yung nag-take ng Rizal, kung ano yung sinasaad kung ano yung dapat mong malaman sa curriculum ay hindi ka dapat na kumbaga sabihin na natin as tumuligsa, no? Pag-aralan ang the life and works of Jose Rizal. Next, section number 5, the sum of 300,000 pesos is hereby authorized to be appropriated out of any fund not otherwise appropriated in the National Treasury to carry out the purposes of this act. So it has something to do with budget for publication ng Rizal subject. Sapat na budget. And last, this act shall take effect upon its approval. So meaning to say na dahil nga daw ito ay approved na, so ibig sabihin kailangan part na siya ng curriculum as you can see, halos more than 60 years na siyang itinuturo. Okay? So next tayo. So let us now discuss why do we need to study Rizal. Number 1, to rededicate the lives of youth to the ideals of freedom and nationalism for which our heroes lived and died. Kumbaga parang magsilbing inspirasyon ito na bumalik yung alaala, yung mga akda ni Rizal, kung ano ba yung ipinaglaban niya sa mga kabataan. Okay? Next, to pay tribute to our national hero for devoting his life and works in shaping the Filipino character para magsilbing parangal sa mga mga bagay na nagawa ni Dr. Jose Rizal. Next, to gain an inspiring source of patriotism through the study of Rizal's life, works, and writing. So, lumaban si Rizal gamit ang kanyang mga akda, pero hindi lahat ng mga Pilipino ay alam ito, no? Kumbaga, kulang pa sa knowledge, kaya kailangan natin siyang pag-aralan. So, aside from that, there are other reasons for teaching the Rizal course in the Philippine schools. Number 1, to recognize the importance of Rizal's ideals and teachings in relation to present condition and situation in the society. So, Layunin ng pag-aaral na ito na kilalanin ang turo, mga akda ni Rizal at hikain ni Dr. Jose Rizal na kung saan ay possible na maaari naman talaga siyang makatulong sa present na situation na kinahaharap ng bansang Pilipinas. Next, to encourage the application of such ideas in current social and personal problem and issues. Ayan. So, magamit natin yung course na The Life and Works of Jose Rizal, no? Tungo para doon mabigyan natin ng solusyon yung mga problema ng bansa. Ano nga bang kinalaman nito sa politics and even sa simpleng pamumuhay na meron tayo. Next and last, to develop an appreciation, deeper understanding of all that Rizal fought and died for. So, not all of us ay nakaka-appreciate kung ano man yung bagay na nagawa niya kasi nakalipas na. No? Kumbaga, in this course, The Life and Works of Jose Rizal, magkaroon tayo ng deeper understanding kung ano ba yung bagay, kung bakit ba siya pinatay, ano ba ang dahilan, ano ba ang mga ipinaglaban niya para sa bansang Pilipinas, bakit tayo malaya ngayon. So, okay. So I think we are done. Hopefully may natutunan in this lesson. If you have any more question, pwede kayong mag-chat sa group chat natin, okay? And also, pwede naman kayong mag-call if you want, private message, kung gusto niyo ng some clarifications. But if you want naman ng mas deeper pa na understanding about the Republic Act 1425, you can conduct research, okay? So hopefully na at somehow ay naging malinaw yung ating Module 1 for week number 2, the Republic Act 1425. Once again, this is Sir Riel. Thank you so much for listening and see you on our virtual classes.